Hey everybody, welcome back to The World Is Not Enough. Last time we recruited the help of Valentin Zhukovsky, and this time he's going to try and help us find out what's going on. This level's called Turncoat. So this level is a chase level, and we need to pursue bullion. But there's also a few hostages, so it's very similar to the third level of the game. And as always, there's these throwaway objectives of Christmas must survive and avoid innocent casualties. Let's see what's in our surveillance. Dr. Jones, of course. She's back to her normal self. Valentin Zhukovsky, proving to be a useful ally apparently. And Bullion, who's actually Zhukovsky's bodyguard. He loves gold and carries around a gilded briefcase. The fact that the level is called Turncoat and the first objective is pursue bullion kinda gives away that plot twist.
This used to be a KGB safe house. We're trying to use the surveillance equipment to contact Nikolai's submarine.
Submarine? What class of submarine?
You call it Victor 3.
Nuclear. That's what Renard wants, the sub itself. If they put the warhead in the sub's reactor, they'll get an instant catastrophic meltdown.
But why?
The explosion will destroy Istanbul and contaminate the Bosphorus for decades. There'll be only one way to get oil out of the Caspian Sea, Electra's pipeline.
I've got something on the emergency frequency. 2 6-digit numbers, cycled every 15 seconds.
That's a GPS signal. It must be M, using the locator card from the bomb. The signal is coming from here.
Maiden's Tower.
Bomb! I've got to stop Bullion warning Renard.
And the chase is on. They make a really big point of showing that Bond lost his gun, and you do not start this weapon with a gun. However, that seems kind of unnecessary because right up here we actually find a Wolfram P2K. Although it doesn't have very much ammo in it. Now, I know that these cars seem like very attractive cover, but you really do not want to be standing too close to them. The bad guys can blow the cars up and it will hurt you a lot. So this level works on the same chase dynamics as that first chase level we did, where he's going to be a little bit ahead of us and we have to keep moving. What's interesting is I thought there was no time limit on these chase levels, but I found out during some of my test runs that if you go too slowly, you actually can run out of time and the pursuit objective will be failed. You really have to watch your fire because there are innocent civilians running around, including in a towel. It was a distraction. Now you may have noticed we picked up a new weapon, the Mustang Mar 4 GL. And this is similar to that one we found in the stealth level a few missions back. This one's slightly different. It doesn't have a scope. And the other thing is that the GL indicates its secondary function is actually a grenade launcher. That can come in handy sometimes, but this level has a lot of tight spaces, later on especially, and with hostages around I don't want to use grenades too much. That was long and drawn out. Now at this part, this level can start to get confusing. We're heading up to the rooftops of Istanbul. And it can sometimes be hard to know where you're supposed to go. You can eventually find your way as long as you look around, but with the time limit that I was speaking of before, it can be somewhat frustrating. Those jumps can be dangerous. It is definitely possible to miss them, and you will fall to your death instantly. Also, there's usually people here. A couple civilians and a couple bad guys, but this time nobody spawned. In this room, however, we find a stun grenade, and that's going to come in helpful in just a little bit.
Over there!
Another jump, and we're in this building here. Let's give the shotgun a try.
Remember, M's life is on the line.
The shotgun's one of those guns you have to reload one shot at a time, and that's just going to take way too long, so I think we're done with it for the level. The scope on the revolver really comes in handy, as long as you don't run out of ammo.
Over here.
Okay, now remember when I said that that stun grenade was going to come in handy? We're going to use it in this hallway right here. I don't know whether it's a spawn error because of my emulator, because I don't remember this normally, but this hallway has about 6 or 7 bad guys and 1 hostage. It's really kind of strange. We find ourselves in a market area, and there's a few more hostage situations we have to deal with. One of the hardest things about this level is the fact that if the hostage gets shot after you release them, you will fail. So you really have to make sure they avoid the crossfire.
You must hurry, boss.
Now this room is the last room of the level, so we're just going to go up the staircase and catch up with Bullion.
Drop your gun, or the lovely doctor dies. Zukovsky doesn't like to be double-crossed. I've got a new boss now. Miss King would like to see you.
Captain Nikolai.
Sir, ready to load your cargo.
Excellent. Time to settle our account. The reactor is secure. Everything is going as planned. This is the end.
No, this is the beginning. The world will never be the same again.
So with a little bit more exposition, that ends the level. So good news is we found out where M is, and we figured out what Renard and Electra's plan is. Bad news is we got captured. So that's not looking too good. Now I've tried to put at least one movie clip in each video, and unfortunately this one's kind of tough because, well, here, I'm just going to show you the entire clip that this level is based on, starting around when the bomb goes off, and you'll see what I mean.
Here.
Yeah, Maiden's Tower.
Have you been there?
No. Mr. Bullion!
Come on.
After you. I insist.